Alright, here we are on the Buick again. There's some of the stainless been going on, and it's looking real sweet, but I had a lot of dents and a lot of things that had to be completely repaired in this. And
well, I got up my gunshoe and tore apart the AC compressor. And boy, what a mess that is. Probably see if I show you. Grease. This actually was refrigerant oil from 1954. You can see it's just a little thick now. It ain't running all over, but it is running out. There was some in the sump, actually too much because it made a big mess. Can't hardly see it there, just a puddle left in that sump. So, this is what the project's going to be here shortly. Got some little difficulties. Mainly needs to be cleaned up.
well, here's the stinky mess that's inside of here. And she has been sitting for quite some time. Sorry about the focus. There, got it. Yep, right there.
I don't know what's in there.
She's had her better days. And it's stinky. I mean, it looks like black goo. It's stinky, man. Stinky, stinky, stinky. It's pretty corroded up in there. It just tarred all up.
There's a rusted trap on that side.
Uh-huh.
This part's the oil pump. This is several layers, of course. Built like a regular oil pump in a car for the engine. This plate here is where I can get it apart, stuck together pretty good. Oop.
Oh, that's pretty gooed up in there too.
Yeah, I've already had this apart, getting that plate off. There is, oh, it's on the shaft. The part that squeezes the oil, pumps the oil, the eccentric. This is built the same way. Of course, we're missing the larger piece that goes on here and the piece that it rides in, so that'd be the...
Yeah, the two other pieces we got in the cleaning tank right now. And then we're going to continue and work on the other pieces.
This is built the same way. It's a bunch of plates. This is actually the reed valve plate. I'm not even sure. I haven't tried to get that apart yet. But it has to come apart eventually.
But it's a little corroded up. I'm going to see what we have to do to save it.
We do have to get a seal. This is going to be a problem unless we can just go right ahead and get parts.
Now we'll get some seals, get some different things for it. See if we can salvage it.
Ah, there it is. That's the one I haven't dismantled. And on over here is the one that I have dismantled, and that's a pretty decent exploded view of the parts involved. With just that vent window. There's little rivets that had to be drilled out to. Yeah. Ooh. Take it apart. Take the frame apart anyway. Well, I'll get back to you on the next step. I forgot to mention, first step in this process is to remove the Petrified gasket. And that's what I'll be working on for the next few hours probably. It's hard as petrified wood. Well, not that hard. See you next time. Okay, well, we got these frames back from the chrome shop, and they chromed the controls for it, a little slider. The window lock for it. Of course, there, that's a better view. They chromed it shut on us, so it no longer moves. So what I need to do, I drilled out the rivets to hold it in, because this shaft does not unscrew from here. Although the new pieces that we have only go in here, the shaft unscrews. This one doesn't. The factory, they put it all together, rivet it together. Now I'm kind of upset here, worried about where I'm going to get chrome rivets. That side, we have, I'm gonna need to unbend this piece of metal and rebend it after it's been chromed, because this piece I need to reuse. I'm sorry, there you go. This piece right here that's folded around the shaft. And then I hope I can drill it out or something. There's some kind of gasket in there also that did not come with the kit. The kit only had the knob and the shaft. So, and there we have it. Probably should have been dismantled and chromed separately, because it's a moving part. Well, we'll see how I make out after I get that all taken care of. Yeah. Here's a bunch of parts out of the quarter window for the driver's side. And we have many of the parts inside the door. Put it back together for the driver's side. Whoops. There we go. We're about set to start putting together here. We got Mark over there buffing. All the stainless for the quarter window. Getting ready for that. And here's the next installment of what I was doing the other day, taking all this stuff apart. I'm ready to start putting rivets on it. Should have been rivets somewhere. Where did I put them? Oh, there they are. Yeah, there they are. I'm going to try to focus in on the closer shot. That's not where, there it is. So, next you'll see this together. We already tested the procedure on the other one that's already together on the other table that you just saw. That's all for now. Well, that part certainly makes it look more interesting. She's starting to have an attitude. I like it. Look at that, huh? That's all for now. And we got the vent windows just about ready to put in the frame itself. Got the glass installed, just got to trim off the extra rubber. Seated pretty well on this window. And bring it back for the next step. Okay, got the window installed in the window frame. be it full of fingerprints. And I think the next thing to do, well, a little wrinkly, you got to settle in there. The window closes really stiff. But I had it closed. Took massaging it 1/16 of an inch the whole time. And going back over it again and again. Seat it in there. It did fit real well. It's going to be nice and tight in the corners where the block is. And it might be a little wrinkly for a while there, but I think that's going to be the nature of the beast. This all is going to flatten out. That's not a problem. So, and then all we got to do is attach our trim moldings, top in the front and back, or the inside and outside as it were. And we got a functional, fully functional vent window that can be installed in the driver's side door. Well, thank you. And there's the absolute final step in the installation of the completion of the driver's side vent window. It was a trick, but we got it together. That's all for now.
Alright, we got the air filter container off the 54 Buick. Me and George heated up this lip and peeled the lip back to remove the canister. Getting ready to pop it off, and this is what's going to come out of there. It's just a rusty mess inside. And so we're going to take all that apart and glass beat it and acid it and clean it all back up and put it back together. But we couldn't leave this without getting in the inside, because that's what's inside. That would have went in your motor. So watch out when you're doing these old buggers. Something might look good, but you got to get in inside. So it might have a lot of cancer in there. Oh, she's a little spotty with all her handprints, but all the felts and strips and everything in the window's been put in. All the trunks lined up, all the latch and all the bumper. It's coming right along. Here, I figured I had to show you the little tiny things we really don't talk about a lot. We do a whole bunch of little odds and end things. And you can see these rods are these are all the rods to the headliner. And they all just been hand painted with POR and just hung. And Bob made a little jig sitting up on one rack. That way we kept everything labeled from front to back and the different differences, so. Yeah. Alright, look what I caught Bob over here doing. He's just polishing away on these old things. They ain't turning out bad. Going right along, just using some wax polish, a little bit of plastic polish on there. From this, just normal, dirty, scratched up.
Lots of paint speckles.
Lots of paint.
Tar. Road grease. A little salt in this one here.
Salt in the wound,
Yeah, the trunk
All right.
was leaked up.
Out, she's coming out, a little bit at a time.
Oh, there you go. There's a nice clean shot. And we got one of them on. Get the light in and get a bumper head on. One more to go back here and we'll be done with that. All powered up, ready to rock. That's all.
Right here in Nashville, so we know Nashville. Call us at 615-242-2424. That's 615-242-2424. Online at communitymortgagegn.com. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. Lots of couples who want an engagement ring with a designer look come to Shane Company.
Well, we've come quite a long way. Got the back end all together, trunk, everything, all wired up with the lights. Working on getting the nose together. Just as soon as I get a shaft for the power antenna, we'll put that on the fender. Got the bypass valve for the AC on the other side. We'll get that fender on when I get done wiring that. Coming along pretty good. We got all the glass in it. Catch us on our next installment.